Host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Okay, break.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCann. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, McCann escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down.
Here we go, set.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run left with Pollard. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Knight, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? Pollard. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out now. 50.
On 4th down, McCann. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And Lance going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Lance now on first down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Strike 60.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Knight, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Black one. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds his man complete. That's Knight. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Straight ahead, Walker. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, right.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. McCann. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
52 blasters.
Again, it's Walker.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
On third down, here's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Here we go.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. McCann. Got a man. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. McCann. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
2nd and 15.
Back to throw. McCann. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Lance.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Sticking with Walker on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, McCann. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McCann. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down.
Flush.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And Lance now to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Here's Lance. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. On first down, Knight.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Lance.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They'll run on first down. It's Knight, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Off the play fake. McCann. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off play action. McCann. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On fourth down, McCann. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On first down, Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Again, it's Lance. Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
Here we go. Hustle.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
One final try now for Lance.
Got a Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20.